Hey guys, this is Adam from Dodjit.com and this is your video briefing for Tuesday, the 19th of January 2010. Now, first of all, I just want to apologize about last week. We didn't manage to get out a video, and one of the reasons is because we're working on the website at the moment. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks you're going to see quite a few new features on the site that hopefully will help you all out, especially with your trading styles and stuff like that. Now, what I want to do basically is just cover the markets, what's been happening. I think what we're also going to try to fit in is two different currency pairs that we're looking at the moment. We've also published these on the website in the text articles, but we're just going to go over them with you. Now, what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just looking at the broader market, the S&P 500. It's a daily chart. Now, like we mentioned a couple of weeks ago, not much has really been happening in the market. Check this out. All through November, December, we basically ranged. We broke out of this range and dropped back to test resistance. It then acted as support. Now, what I just want to show you guys is like this. We received this nice up day around here, but then since then, the markets haven't really been going anywhere. Look, we've been consolidating it again for like another week and a half. And you can see all the up days are mostly characterized by days that are like doji days or small candlesticks. And Friday's trading day obviously was an intraday sell-off. The markets completely dropped lower and we came down to test this minus support level around this area around here. We can see here it acted as a little bit of a resistance level and then it came down to test support. Where are the markets heading? Well, volume doesn't look that good at the moment. We had this massive day of selling pressure, and I think what's going to happen probably is that we're going to continue to consolidate around this area. Now, what we did mention in, I think, in our last report or the report before that, is that the markets are starting to become a little bit hard to trade, and we are now in this type of overbought scenario. Now, the trend obviously is still bullish. We can see that we're not even close to our major trend line. We are now trading on our secondary, or if you would call this a minor trend line, and it could probably act as support. That's why I'm thinking that around this area we're probably going to receive a little bit of support. Even if we do drop lower, so look what we've got. We've got support around this area, which then acted as resistance. Now, when we're looking at individual stocks, also most of them are a little bit overbought at the moment. We did mention in one of our previous reports that we were looking at the housing sector. And you can see by just looking at the home builders index, we had a really nice rally upwards. And the reason why I stated this was because that, you know, most people at the moment, they're looking at the markets and they're thinking to themselves, all right, where hasn't the money already gone into? Like, where can we yank some nice yields out of the market? And if you just take a look, this was actually a complete analysis based on technical analysis. There were not much fundamental stuff in here. And you can see we broke out of this triangle, we climbed higher, retraced, and look at this, some nice bullish candles around this area, a type of doji candlestick around here, a hammer, and then just climbed higher. We are now trading on support, so it might be a nice area. Let's just see how this plays out. We could bounce even a little bit higher. Now, also, we've been showing you lately a few different trades. Let's just go over one of them. This one is Hong Kong high power technology. Now, we put this chart on the website. Actually, this was a type of lesson article or an educational article. And what I just want to show you is like this, because I do hope that you all manage to learn something from this chart. And basically, the same type of trading style that we used on this stock, we normally use also on the Forex market. And basically, what we were looking for is just a breakout of our symmetrical triangle, or a wedge, as you would put it. And basically, the stop loss just went below the breakout pattern. We took a nice profit on this. And the most important thing when you're looking at stocks, what we tend to look at is volume. You can see there was, on the up days especially, there was massive volume, which was actually backing this breakout. So if you want some more information about this trade, just feel free to search on the Dodjit website. Now, looking forward, if we just flip back to the S&P 500, This week is going to be, I think it's going to be a little bit of a rough week. We've got a lot of data coming out from the US, also from Canada. We've got some data coming out. We've got an interest rate decision today from Canada, which could spark some movement across the board. Again, I don't see anything major happening. Obviously, if we do break this trend line going lower, we've got support around this area. If it breaks support number 2, so then our trend line could act as support. In the meantime, it does look like it's drifting higher. Now, just flipping over to a few different Forex pairs, let's see if we can just scan the market and see what's going on. Okay, and the first pair is the euro against the US dollar. Not really much happening around this area. I actually still see it heading lower. I don't know why, I've just got like this feeling. We were talking about also the Elliott wave patterns on the website. I think here we are now situated in wave B. So I don't know where C is going to follow through, if it's going to either drop lower or we're going to receive 3 throughout this type of consolidation that's now seemed to have happened, roughly around here like that. We're going to just have to see how this plays out. Also on the economic side, there's not much data coming out from the Eurozone this week. It's mainly coming out from the US, from Canada. So we're going to have to see how this plays out. The pound against the dollar has really shot higher. This is actually good. We signaled this on the break of the trend line, our secondary trend line going lower. So we are still in this trade. We're going to now use our secondary trend line, this one here, as a signal to exit the position. Obviously, just shift your stops higher if you are in this trade. The next chart that I just want to show you guys is the euro against the pound. This is really dropping lower. Now, just take into consideration we've got support around this area. But when we look at a weekly chart, check this out. And this we also showed you on Friday. We've got this trend line going higher. We have now broken out of our major uptrend. So guys, this does look good. Let's just see how it plays out, because I don't want to receive a false break around this area and then we're going to climb higher. So let's see how this plays out. We've got this trend line also. Hang on, let's just plot this. We've got this trend line also coming down like that. So let's see, we've got a lot of support around this area. I think there's a lot of stops in the system around this area, around 0.8730, roughly around there. Let's just zoom in on like that. So let's see how this plays out, but this is really interesting at the moment. For those of you that have caught the breakout, so then, in my opinion, I would class this type of trade as maybe a 2-day trade, because you have got support around this area. Let's see how this plays out. We've got an interest rate decision coming out from Canada today. Economic data coming out from the States this week. Let's see how it all plays out. We'll keep you updated. My name is Adam from Dodjit.com.